Okay, DC? Is this DC? This is Marvel. Marvel news. Wait, what is this?
Oh, what are
So
we doing?
there's, oh, okay, so there's DC here. Oh, maybe I slipped in a, oh no, I didn't. Okay, it is
What are you
DC.
slipping in, Matt?
Ugh. Okay, so Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong comic series coming from Brian Bucella. Um, is this DC? I guess it's DC. Okay. But I thought Marvel just released a Godzilla one, didn't they? Maybe they didn't.
For
There was
comics?
a Godzilla versus Pirates that I have that was fun. I forget
Oh
what I
yeah,
forget what that came out from. What label it
that's
was
right.
or publisher.
We talked about it.
Okay, so it's a crossover we never knew we needed. San Diego Comic Con this week, DC announced the first issue of Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong is set to hit shelves on November 14th, and you can check out some art below. The cataclysmic crossover event of the year is here as DC Universe clashes with Legendary's Monsterverse and Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Clark Kent is enjoying a night off with a very important dinner playing with his girlfriend, Lois Lane, when the entire city shudders under the weight of the monstrous Godzilla who emerges from the bay. What started as a routine clash between the Justice League and Legion of Doom takes a dangerous turn when the wall between worlds is breached, with Godzilla, Kong, and the Monsterverse emerging on DC's Earth. What ensues will be a brawl of unprecedented scale and destruction from acclaimed writer Brian Buccellato, from Injustice, and best-selling artist Christian Duce. Yeah, it could be fun.
Could be fun.
I mean, it's an Elseworld thing, right? It's not gonna. Oh, it's 7 issues too. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I thought it'd be like a one shot or.
I hope they go into like more of the myth of like the MonsterVerse versus, because you know what I mean. We've done explorations into the universe of DC and everything. How many times? But then
Right.
how many times has the MonsterVerse been explored? I
Right.
guess so. Maybe we'll get lucky. Something cool.
Okay. Amazing Spider-Man actor rumored to be in the running for Superman Legacy's Jimmy Olsen. Superman Legacy writer director James Gunn is confirmed to be heading down a comic accurate route with the movie's Jimmy. He's not going to be a CIA agent undercover. Oh Jesus. It's rumored to be if this rumor is to be believed, the Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 actor Skylar Gisondo is being eyed for the role. He played Gwen Stacy's brother in the Sony Pictures blockbuster. Definitely has the necessary attributes to bring Jimmy to life on screen. Aside from the 2 Marvel movies, Gisondo is known for his work in Vacation, A Booksmart, Licorice Pizza. On television, he starred in Santa Clarita Diet, Fairfax, and The Resort.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever like? Booksmart was good. Did you ever watch Licorice Pizza?
I actually did watch Licorice Pizza.
Did you actually get through it?
I did.
Okay. Did you like it? It seems like you did.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
Beside the fact that it was technically illegal, like basically that whole movie, considering that the guy was a kid, like the kid was how old? Like 8
Oh, really?
or
I didn't know.
sorry, like okay, sorry. So in the movie,
Yeah.
the main guy, the kid, is supposed
Yeah.
to be like 15 years old or something,
Right.
or like 16 years old,
Yeah.
and then he fucks off with, well, how old is she? I think she's like 20.
I never finished the movie, so because we didn't get it. I like why are people praising this movie? It's kind of boring. We didn't get it. Like why?
I
is
enjoyed
this,
the acting and like the environment and like everything. Like I said, I enjoy the movie actually a fair bit, minus the fact that technically in the story, even though it's based in the 80s when it was okay.
statutory rape was okay.
Yeah. That this young lad was again like 16,
Right.
I think 16 or 17 years old. Like I think he just was able to drive, and she was like in college, or something, and it was like, what the fuck.
Yeah.
Other than that, great movie.
It's this guy. Okay. I didn't know his name. He's in The Righteous Gemstones. If they had said that, I would have known the guy.
Oh,
It's him. Can you see that?
hold on, one more.
There. It's him.
Oh.
He's great in The Righteous Gemstones, which is a fantastic show. If you're not already watching it. Okay, so Jim Lee praises James Gunn. They're in a love fest right now. Comic book artist and chief creative officer of DC Comics, Jim Lee, acknowledged James Gunn's pivotal role in reuniting fans' interest in the comics. It's amazing to have partners in Gunn and Safran, particularly James. He was a comics fan growing up and knows our mythology inside and out. And having that kind of ally in the live action space allows us to really leverage what he's doing and allows us to market and sell comic books to new readers. Yeah, we were kind of talking about this before with Steve. DC hasn't really had a spec market like Marvel and Star Wars. Once in a while, after Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, what are you going to spec on? They haven't really had what was the last one? Peacemaker showing up was like a big surprise of them getting the Suicide Squad, but no one's specking on Lois and Clark on CW, right? No one's specking on Green Arrow or The Flash or Legends of Tomorrow, right? They didn't really have the same speculation market that Marvel has had for the last 15 years of MCU and Disney with Star Wars.
Yep.
I'm glad that James Gunn is bringing comic book readers to DC. Some people are against the idea of comic speculation and making money off comics, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a problem with it. It's fine if there's a demand for it. I have a few slabs on displayed on my wall for my favorite characters. I don't see why other people shouldn't. But yeah, I'm glad that this market is starting to come around for DC as well, as DC can tell good stories too, and not just Marvel and Disney. But yeah, so they're in love right now. Some animated news, along with oh Jesus. Is that going to be our first short for
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Jesus. Okay. So animated news that came out at SDCC related to DC. DC Studios recently hinted that some major announcements for its upcoming animated slate, which their animated movies have always been better than live action, were slated to come this way during Warner Brothers San Diego Comic-Con panel. Animated movies based on Alan Moore's Watchmen and the acclaimed Crisis on Infinite Earths arc in the work are animated movies based on Alan Moore's Watchmen and the acclaimed Crisis on Infinite Earths arc are in the works and are scheduled to be released at some point. Are we at the point now where AI is just writing these things? Like you put in Watchmen and Crisis and animated and it just spits it out.
Yes, God damn it.
Details are few and far between for the moment, but you can check the logos for both animated features below. We've seen elements of Crisis on Infinite Earth in several previous animated films, but this is the first time the story will be fully adapted. And Alan Moore will hate the Watchmen animated movie too.
Yep.
He hates everything that is ever made of his work. And yet V for Vendetta was pretty good. Oh, comic book movie years. Screw me over with this. Come on.
Yeah, the ad blocker is ridiculous.
Oh, if you refresh it a couple times, it does do that to the signal.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay. One of the best animated DC movies, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, is coming out on 4K. Your Angel of Death Awaits, now in 4K, 30 years after its release in theaters. Warner Brothers and DC have remastered Batman: The Mask of the Phantasm on 4K Ultra HD Blu Ray, spin-off of Batman Taz, the feature-length animated movie from series co-creators Bruce Timm and Eric Radominsky, reunites Bruce Wayne with former lover Andrea Beaumont, and as a murderous masked vigilante, the Phantasm stalks the streets of Gotham City. Warner Brothers' Batman: The Mask of the Phantasm will be available on 4K on September 12th. All that cover art is sweet.
Agreed. Very good.
Yeah, great movie. Maybe we'll do the what's the other one? Return of the Joker is the other one. Is that also Batman Taz movie?
I can't remember. Shit.
Originally conceived as a direct-to-video release, but Mask of the Phantasm grossed less than $6 million at the box office. Can't imagine it cost that much back then. Sent it to theaters over Christmas '93 with little notice. The acclaimed animated movie became a cult classic and often regarded as one of the best Batman movies ever made. Yeah, isn't Batman Return of the Joker?
I was just looking.
Oh, it's Batman Beyond. It's Return of the Joker, so it's Batman Beyond ties.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your DC rare various news items of the week.
Cool.